Next week will be guest free.
But as you know, the Bible is written in symbols and parables, and this serpent or snake is a symbol that's used to hide the real identity of the one whom that actually was. Well, who was it? The white man.
But what we're breaking down next week, you guys, on the Self Luv Show. That's at 2 p.m. Chicago time on Sunday, always live. What came first, self-love? The bigotry or the racism?
I haven't said that Darwin is a charlatan. I didn't say that. What I did say...
That was my word, not yours.
That was your word. And I don't think he was a charlatan, and I think he was a very great naturalist. I mean, probably the greatest naturalist since Pliny.
But
I do think some of his ideas, particularly the idea when transferred into what's called social Darwinism, of the survival of the fittest, has had a disastrous history. I know you write about this sometimes, Simon, in The Guardian, and you defend him. He was profoundly racist.
From a historical context and a metaphysical context.
He teaches us that the black man by nature is divine. Now, does this mean that the white man by nature is evil? By nature, he is other than divine. Well, now, does this mean that he's evil? Can he do good? By nature, he is evil. He cannot do good. History is thus qualified to reward all research, and we don't have any historic example where we have found that they collectively, as a people, have done good.
That's our question we're asking. What came first? The prejudice or the racism, which we know is a system of control?
You've just said, I mean, we could start with the assertion that Darwin was a racist. There is nothing in Darwin's writings, there is no written documentation to back that up as a statement.
Yeah, I haven't had anybody address that.
How could so few white people rule so many black people? This is the thing you should want to know. How could so few? The white man today will tell you that thousands of years ago, the black man in Africa was living in palaces. The black man in Africa was wearing silk. The black man in Africa was cooking and seasoning his food. The black man in Africa had mastered the arts and the sciences. He knew the course of the stars in the universe before the man up in Europe knew that the earth wasn't flat.
Self, but what do you think? Bigotry or racism?
Chastity and Simon, in The Descent of Man, Darwin quite clearly states that savages, brown people, people such as the human beings he met on Tierra del Fuego, don't have a proper language, for example. He says they have hardly any vocabulary. When the missionaries went there to start a dictionary, they discovered a complex language with a vocabulary of 38,000 words.
And if the black man in Africa had reached such a high state of civilization so long ago, at a time when the people of Europe were crawling on their all fours, what happened to make these people, or enable these people to come out of the cave and come down into our civilization and take it over and hit us to the ground? What happened? How did they do it? These are the things you should want to find out before you say hooray, hooray, hooray.
Wow, that's an interesting question, because, bigotry, I think it might be racism, because bigotry, I think, it might be built off of racism.
Look, beloved, you are beginning an exodus. That exodus doesn't necessarily mean jump up out of America and go to Africa or any place else, but it does mean that we must come out of a debilitating self-hatred. We must make an exodus out of dependency on others. We must make an exodus out of fear. We must make an exodus out of all of those things that bind us to the slave master in a slave position.
That's what I'm thinking. It might have been programmed into people to perpetuate. Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. But we're gonna, go down this rabbit hole and hear from the chat as well. and see what we can uncover about this.
We've got two who can see.
After about 4 years of reporting civil rights in America, perhaps this is the time to make only one observation. Nobody in America ever admits to prejudice when they're on camera.
Hey bros, what's going on? This is Cotton. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Because subscribing makes you feel good.
Do you still have them?